Hello, everyone. I am finally here. Oh, what a day. Thank you for being here. This is Jennifer with Creativity. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I am here tonight with my class, my Free with the Purchase class. Sorry about that. I apologize for being late. I am a little over an hour. I had my last family dinner tonight for Christmas celebration, so that took a little time, and then I had some other things I had to wrap up before I could get on tonight. So I do apologize for that, but the holiday season and the schedules get all out of whack. But tonight was my last holiday party, and the reason I had to postpone it was because my great niece got the flu, and I normally do Christmas Eve with my niece and that side of my family, and she had the flu, so we had to wait until she was well enough for us to get together. So I am here, so late's better than never, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful Christmas holiday to enjoy family time and all of that good stuff. And hopefully you got some good, yummy food. I know I have. I'm trying to get my stamp set. I know I've had some great food, but I am also ready to get back on my healthy eating with all my good proteins and all that good stuff. So, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I am checking my Facebook account on my desktop so I can see comments when we flip the camera. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let me close that down. All right. So, a couple of things I want to go over. We will be posting, I will be posting the January schedule tomorrow so you can start being prepared for all the fun activities coming up. We have our our in-person card class coming up. We have some other things coming up. Hello, Mom. We have some other things coming up as well. So the schedule will get posted tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. If you are not, hi, Marie. Hope you're doing well. If you are not on my email list, please make sure you join my email list because I will be sending out a lot of information. Also, I have my in-person 3-day retreat at a bed and breakfast in Lancaster, South Carolina that is opened up for registrations for those that are local. Also, if you are not local, it will be a retreat in a box. So that information will be going out as well. So make sure you're on that email list because that is going to be the best way to get all of that information going out. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip the camera since I am already way past time, and I do go back to work tomorrow, and I am excited about going back to work. I have been off since Christmas Eve, and I am ready to go back to work and get back in my regular schedule. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Wishing everyone, or hoping everyone had a great holiday. Merry Christmas, and got to be with some family. All right, guys, I think we're going to flip and get started. And, oh, no. As we are going through, I'm trying to punch the button, and I keep punching everything but the right button. As we are going through, I will be showing you some things. Let's get this zoomed in and all that good stuff. Sorry about the camera. I know it's kind of wonky there. I am getting something real quick I needed to share with you. Yes, okay. So my creativity club registration is open for that, and I just wanted to share this bundle that will be used for that. I will be putting more information out soon about that, but we will be using the Valentine Kiss bundle. It comes with the stamp set and the dies. My creativity club is a monthly subscription. It is a $45 subscription. You get $20 to $25 in free product. Plus you make 5 projects that goes with that, and you get to make 2 of each of those projects. But for January, we will be using the Valentine Kiss bundle. So stay tuned for that. I do have the link in this video for registration if anyone is interested in that. All right, guys, let's get started with our projects tonight. I've got 4 cards, as this is our free with the purchase class. So I am using the beautiful Motifs, the Gallery Blooms, and the Faith Collection stamp sets tonight. All right, so got a lot of product going on here, but the projects I've got, let me get them, dig them out of my little bin here. They got buried with all the other stuff that I used. Let's see. I'm going to share with you the cards, and then we will start making. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way so you could see what we were using. These also, I will be using the stylish shaped dies. I will be using the everyday arches. And then I will be using the Gallery Bloom dies, which is these right here. And then I have the beautiful Mafia dies, and these are so neat. Let me get these out for you to share with you. It comes with these dies right here, but then it also comes with this framelit. So if you are interested in that, that is called the Beautiful Mafia dies. And we will be using all of this stuff tonight in our 4 projects. So I do have a good bit going on tonight. So let's dive in. Move all of these out of the way. All right, so our projects tonight is going to be this card here, this one here, and these 2 cards is using the stamp set Faith Collection. All right, and then we will be doing this one. Okay. And the last card that we're going to do is that one. All right. So these 2 cards is using the designer series paper for the Gallery Blooms suite. It is called Beautiful Gallery 6x6 paper that we will be using. And then this is using the Faith Collection stamp set. And then these 2 cards here, we will be using the Beautiful Mafia stamp set along with the Gallery Bloom stamp set. All right? So these are the 4 projects that we're going to do tonight. So let's dive in and get started. We are going to do, let's do this one first. All right, so I have got my designer, I've got everything pre-cut here. We've got our Secrecy cardstock, so we're going to take that and go ahead and fold it. And take our bone folder and we're going to run it across here. All right, now we're going to set that to the side. And then we have our designer series paper. And with that, we are going to take our, I did the very vanilla thread. You can use baker twine, linen thread, whatever you would like. And I'm going to wrap it around this designer paper 2 times. All right, and now, oh, we got way too much. Hold on. We got to pull some of this slack out, because we don't want to waste that much. All right, let's try this again. Basically, what we're going to do is pull it around 2 times, and then we're going to tie a temporary bow. All right, so let me, we're going to tie a temporary bow up at the top here. So let's see. What is a temporary bow? It is a bow, but you don't want to tie it too tight yet, because we're going to do something else with it. So let me get this tied. And I want these to kind of go together. All right. I tell you what, I have taken off since Christmas Eve from my studio, and I have truly missed my studio time. Normally in my room every day for 3 to 4 hours, and I have missed it between all the family gatherings and church things. And hi, Brenda. Yes, I had a wonderful Christmas. Thank you for asking. I hope you did too. And also, I am excited. I get to see you in a couple of weeks. What is it, about 2 weeks I get to see you? So I'm excited about that as well, to catch up and all that good stuff. But I did have a good Christmas. So thank you for that. All right, so now we're ready to take this and put directly onto our card base. Let's see. What did I do with my adhesive? All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to put, of course it ran out. Oh, goodness. Nothing is where I need it to be. Oh, goodness. Hold on, guys. We may have to use our liquid. Nope, I think I got one. All right, here we go. It has been a whirlwind. All right, so we're going to put that straight onto our card base. Now, when you use the, let's see, where's it at? When you use the Beautiful Mafia dies, and you use this frame die, I wanted to share with you what you get when you cut this out. So you get three frames. So you get these like this, and then you get an inside piece as well. Okay, so you will get all 3 of these when you cut, and then you decide which frame you're going to use. And we're going to use this middle frame. I just wanted to share that with you while we were going over that. And this is going to go directly on top of that designer paper, just like that. So what I want to do is I'm going to take my liquid glue, and we are going to put just a small trail around the top of it all the way around. Okay. And then we're going to take our frame, and then our frame is going to go straight on the top. Just like that. Okay, so pretty. So pretty. All right, now we're going to put our dimensionals on the back here. So let me grab those. And we're going to put there, and then we're going to put it in the middle, and then here and here. All right. We're going to take our pick tool, and we're going to take our backs off of our dimensionals. And then we're going to put this straight down onto our piece there. Now, we're going to take our label that I use the Everyday Die dies to cut out, and we're going to stamp our sentiment in this, which is from the Faith Collection stamp set. And we are going to use the one that says God is love. And then we're going to stamp that in the black momentum. God is love. And I'm going to kind of tail it down to the back. God is love. And then we're going to take our hole puncher, and we're going to punch a hole in the top of this. So it's going to go just like this. Okay. Now this is why I said hello Debbie. This is why I said we were doing the temporary bow, because now we are going to take that and undo it, and we're going to thread it through our label. So this is going to go right through there. All right. And now we are going to retie our bow and then have our label on there. And our label's not going to be flopping around. We're going to actually attach it down. Actually, we can go ahead and do that before we tie the bow. So I just put a little strip of adhesive on the back. And then I kind of put it where I wanted it on my card. So I'm going to go like that. Now we can tie this and it won't be moving around on us. All right, so here. And then we're going to tie our bow. Also this week, I am working on getting our new mini catalogs out. So if you have placed an order with me within the last 6 months, you will automatically get a catalog. Also, a survey was sent out. So if you filled out the email survey, and send it back to me, then you will also get a catalog. If you have not done either one, but would like a catalog and you're not working with the demonstrator, if you will just make a comment in this video that says catalog, I will reach out to you so I can get you a catalog out. I am teaming up with another demonstrator to do a craft along during the my new mini catalog kickoff. I will be teaming up with another demonstrator to share some projects with you. We are working out everything now. We've got 6 projects. I do know we're going to be doing 6 projects for that catalog launch. Oh, Debbie, this is ancient old. I don't even know if they still make these hole punchers. I use this with my scrapbooking, but it is called We Are Memory Keepers. And we call it the crocodile when we're scrapbooking. This is called the crocodile, but it's made by We Are Memory Keepers. And it's different things you can do with it when it comes to hole punches. All right, so, and I use that because we, meaning Stampin' Up, does not have a hole puncher like that. So I use mine. So we're going to put our embellishments on now. We are using the antique pearls. And, but Debbie, you should be able to go to any of your craft store websites or anything like that and be able to put in We Are Memory Keeper hole punchers, and it should come up. I actually got that from one of our local scrapbook stores that we used to have. They closed now, but we used to have one right down the street from me. So that's how I got mine. But I know like scrapbook.com, they carry it or used to carry it. So you might want to check there. All right, so now we're going to open up our inside, and we have our piece of basic white that's going to go on the inside. All right, and then we're going to just lay this straight in here. And then I have this piece of, oh, you've got one? Okay, yeah. And that might be the name, Debbie. I've just had it for so long, I don't really know. I've been scrapbooking for over 20 years, so I have no idea. All right, so then we're going to take our designer series paper and we're going to attach it toward the bottom here just to give it a little jazz and to match the outside. All right, and then we're going to leave it blank, and then you will be able to write your message inside, or you can stamp, whichever you chose. All right, so there is card number 1. All right. Now let's go over to, oh my goodness, there's my tape runner that I lost earlier. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I tell you, it's been a day. It's been a couple of days. The holiday is over, so that's a good sign, right? Until we come back around 11 months later. But we get a break. All right, so for this one, I've got thick basic white cardstock. We're going to take this and we're going to fold it at the score mark. And then take our bone folder and go across there. Give it that good seal. Then we have a piece of our basic beige cardstock. We're going to put that on just like that. But before we do that, we need to take our designer series paper and attach it to this. So we're going to take our adhesive. And we are going to put that on there. Lay it on the basic beige. Then for this, we are going to use dimensionals for the back to pop this up. All right. So let's take this and we're going to do these kind of like this. Just to give it that extra and pop. We're gonna add these little bad boys in here and press them down good. And then we're gonna take the pick tool and get these off. Remember, tomorrow I will be back live at 7 p.m. for my craft along. So for those that ordered the craft along kit, Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your kit, and I hope you also have received your kits. I did get notification tonight during my family Christmas dinner that the PDF has not been received. So I will double check that and see what's going on, because I did get it scheduled before I took off for the holidays. But I did get notification that some did not receive it. So I will double check that and get that out to you. Since it is so late already, it will not be until first thing in the morning. Okay, but I will get that done first thing in the morning. All right, so we're going to stamp our sentiment in the Mossy Meadow. And this is the sentiment: let your faith be bigger than your fears. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. This is a good sentiment right now for me. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and stamp it on our label I pre-cut out from the texture note dies. And then we're going to stamp this directly in the center and lift it straight up. Perfect. All right, now we're going to take this, and this is going to get put down with dimensionals. Okay. And we're going to take this, this, and this. Take those off. And this is going to go straight onto our paper. And then I have these little twigs that I used from the die set from the Gallery Bloom. So I used this here. And then I used this one here. Are the two, this one and this one are the two dies that I used for this card. All right. So we're going to just take these and adhere them on with our glue dots. If I can find mine on my crazy table here. So we're going to take these and we're going to put these on the back of our card. All right, so we're going to just stick this, and we're going to put it right there. And then we're going to do the same thing with our little one here. We're going to take this and stick it toward the bottom. And this is kind of going to go right over there. All right. And on this one, we are going to take our linen thread and we are going to tie our knot, our bow. Let's see, where's my thread? I thought I had it right there. All right, let's see. It's not wanting to cooperate. What did I do with it? It fell. Okay. All right, so we're going to take our thread, and I want to do, you know, I love double knots. So we're going to do a double knot with our linen thread. Okay. And then we're going to just tie a bow. And if you're not good with bows or just not able to do bows, you can always tie a knot. Do your linen thread and just tie a big knot. That'll work too. Or you can just use embellishments. So there's always all sorts of ways you can do this. But don't ever get frustrated with tying bows, because bows are a challenge. They really are a hit and miss. And now I done made this one way too big. So let me cut this down. All right, so that is going to go right there. Okay, that works. And then we're going to take this and we're going to trim that off. Okay? Now we get to do our embellishments. We got 2 more cards to go, guys. I am trying to get it done. I know it's a little late. So if you need to catch replay, I totally understand. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this in. Didn't want to postpone it because I do have my craft along tomorrow. So I will be live tomorrow. And then I have the coffee and card, and we just got a lot going on. All right, so there is card number 2. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. And again, these 2 cards, this card came from the Faith collection again. All right, that came from that collection, just so you know that. All right, so those 2 came for that. Now let's move on to the beautiful Motifs and the Gallery Blooms cards. All right, so we're going to do this one first because it's a lot quicker than the other one. The other one's got some die cuts, coloring, all that fun jazz. But this one, I've already did most of it for us. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Well, I don't know what I did with it, so I'm going to have to cut out another one. Shoot. All right, we'll figure it out in a second. So let's take our card base, fold it, take our bone folder as usual, run it down that side. Now you should have, you're going to have your designer series paper. We're going to go ahead and adhere it to the card base. Okay. So let's just take this and stick it directly on the card base. And this is going to go just like that. Now for this, we're going to take our Secrecy ribbon and we're going to open up our card base and we're going to wrap our ribbon on the inside and go all the way to the fold. And then you're going to close your card down. And then you're going to put this at the top and you're going to tie a bow. I'm pulling some of the slack out because there's way too much up there. So we're going to pull this out and we're going to tie a bow right here. All right. I love doing my free with purchase classes and I hope you enjoy them as well. It is a lot of fun doing the free with purchase classes. All right, so we're going to make our bow the size that you want. That is your discretion as to the size. All right. And then you just work with the ribbon to get it to lay the way you want it to lay, all that kind of stuff. All right, now we're ready to cut our tail. And we're going to cut this one back some. All right. Now we're going to take this, and I thought about making this smaller, but let's see, we could probably make this smaller because it is really big using that. Let me get my circle, guys. Well, I cut the other one. I'm going to cut another one of these and make it a little smaller and see if I like it better. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to stamp our little flower, whatever you want to call that. And that is out of the, that is going to be out of the Gallery Blooms, and it's this right here is the piece that I'm stamping now. Stamping it in black momentum, and that's going to go directly into the cardstock there. And then we're going to pull out our ivory blends and our mossy meadow blends. Oh shoot, come on. And then the ivory blend, we're gonna just color up here with the flowers. Now on this one I use the bronze, but I'm not gonna use the bronze on this. I use the ivory and bronze on that one, but I'm gonna just use the ivory and the mossy meadow for this one. Okay. And these are our Stampin' Blends. If you're not familiar with them, they're amazing to use. I love our blends. It colors our stuff so beautifully. All right. Okay, now I've got to step over to my die cut machine real quick. Let me get this cut out. Let me see if this piece is gonna work. Yeah, too little. Hold on, let me get a piece of card base here that I can cut. The other thing I wanted to throw out to you, if you are a Stampin' Up demonstrator that follows me and would like to do a shoebox swap, and you are local in the South Carolina location, like if you would be interested in doing a shoebox swap, we are doing one on January 3rd. So if you would like more information on that, please reach out to me. We would love to have you come and join us. But it is for new demonstrators only, so we can prep and get ready for our new catalog. All right, let me run this through, guys, at one time. I'm going to do both at the same time. Okay. But yeah, we're going to do a shoebox swap prepping for our new mini catalog that's coming out January 6th for customers. So excited to share it. I've played with some of the items, but with the holiday, I haven't got to do a whole lot, but it is always fun to have new product. Okay, so for this one, I am using the sentiment that says, wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime. And we're going to take this and we're going to stamp it right over on the side. Okay. And then we're going to take this that we colored and we're going to put some adhesive on it. And then this is going to go straight onto there. Now we're going to take this. You got it. It's going to get popped up with our dimensionals. Okay. And right there. Awesome. Okay, guys. Take our pick tool, get these little backs off. Okay. And then this is going to go right there. And then we're going to embellish this off with our embellishments that goes with this set. These are called, where did I put the back? They're called Beautiful, I think they're called Beautiful Motifs embellishments. I don't know where my pack is. I done lost it too. Okay, but we're going to go with that. All right, so let's take these. We're going to take one of our big ones. Maybe. I was trying to get this one that wants to float around. All right, and we're going to put that one down there. And then we're going to do a small one there. And then we're going to come up here and do a small one. So, which one do you like? The big die cut circle or the small die cut circle? Which one do you like? I think I like the smaller circle. So, which one do you like? I think I like the small one. Okay, so we're going to move on to card number 4. This is card number 3. We're going to move over to card number 4 now. This one here is going to take a few minutes because we got this to die cut out. So we're going to get started with that first. So we're going to stamp that in the black momentum. We are going to do this one first. We're going to take the black momentum ink and we're going to stamp our beautiful flower right in the center there. Okay. You know what? I hope I did not. Ah! All right. I stamped on the wrong piece, but that's okay. I will just have to cut another piece. All right, so for this one, we're using the Mossy Meadow and Calypso Coil. All right. And let's get a color in here. Oh, and I am using the peach pie. Yes, peach pie. All right, so let's take this and color a little bit of this outside. All right, and then let's do this one here. All right, so do you use our Stampin' Blends? And if so, how do you like them? I find using them is very relaxing. All right. So now we're going to take our peach pie and we're going to color the other pieces in. And also, what do you think of these colors? Because I just threw them together. My dark Calypso Coral color marker is shot. I've done used it. That I got to get another one. So I just threw these colors together. So what do you think? How do you like them? All right, now I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow to color the leaves, or the stems, I should say. Okay. All right. So there's our flower. Okay. Now we're going to put those away. Thanks, Mom. All right, we're going to put those away. Now what we're going to do is I got to go cut this out. Oh, no, that's the frame. Okay. Thought I messed up. All right, I did on the basic white. Okay. So we got to cut that for the inside. All right, now what I need to do is I've got my Lost Lagoon cardstock and my flower here. So we need to go cut this real quick. And when I go to cut this, I'm going to take this die and I'm going to do an overlay onto my flower here. And it's going to line up just like that. And when I run it through the die cut machine, it's going to cut it out. And then for this, we are cutting the Lost Lagoon ferns back there. So it's just going to go just like this through the machine, and it's going to come out as well. So I'll be right back, guys. I was going to do this in advance, but I wanted to show the process for it to you. All right, so let's get this all colored here, lined up. All right, and we're going to do both of these at the same time. All right, so almost done, guys, almost done. Okay, so we're going to take that. See, we got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous play flower here. And then this one is kind of messy, but it's so pretty. So you got to take it off easy. If you don't, you will tear it. So make sure you take it and work it out of here. I don't want you to tear your pieces. Okay. So let's move that out of the way. All right, now we're going to take our pick tool. There is a brush that you can attach to your pick tool to run this through it, to rub over it with the brush to get all these out. But I didn't do that beforehand. And since I've removed it from the die, I have to actually do it manually. But most of the time it goes fairly quickly. So just give me a minute. All right, so there. Okay. down. There we go. Have one of those stuck back there. All right, so there is our cutout piece. So let's put these little pieces in the trash. All right, where's our card going? Where did our card go? Oh, we haven't made our card. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. This is going to be, you've been on my mind. And that is coming out of the beautiful Motifs stamp set as well. All right, so got it inked up. This is going to go straight on our circle. And our circle is our circle punch that is 1.5 inch. And it goes on a Calypso Coral circle punch that is 1 3/4 punch. So these are going to get attached. So let's go ahead and put our adhesive on there. So these are going to get attached just like that. Okay. All right, so now let's assemble our card. So let's close this up so we don't get ink everywhere. All right, so we've got another one of our frames that's going to go just like this. And I did overcut it, so I do need to trim this down just a hair here. So I want that to line up just like that. That should work perfect. So we're only going to shiver off that much, however much you call that. So it's very slim. So while I've got my paper trimmer, I need to go ahead and cut my inside piece because I stamped on the wrong piece. So my inside pieces are always 5 and 3 3/4. By doing that, I get 6 inside pieces out of 1 piece of cardstock. So, okay, so let's do that again. All right, so again, I'm going to take my liquid glue because that just makes it easier. So I'm going to take the liquid glue and I am going to go all the way around. Okay, and then we're going to take this and we are going to line it up to our designer paper and put it down. Okay, we're going to put our dimensionals on the back side here. I just think having the dimensionals is going to be real pretty. I didn't do it on the sample card, but I am going to do it on this, and we'll see the difference and how it actually pops. And plus, you know, I love dimensionals. I probably could do just 4 in the corner and 1 in the middle, but I did them all the way around. All right, so here's our card base. Let me take that. This is our thick basic white cardstock. So we're going to take that and we're going to take our bone folder. And we're going to put this directly onto our card here. All right, so that goes just like that. Now what we're going to do with these two, we're going to get a glue dot and we are going to hook our things together with our glue dot. Okay. So let's do that. And then we're going to put this directly over it, kind of like that. All right. Now I want to put a couple of glue dots around on here to adhere it to the card base so I know it's secured. Okay. Now this is where it's going to get tricky, because you want to roll the glue dot so you can stick it on the fern piece, but not get it where it's not going to do anything but just be sticky. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to stick this similar to this. I was going to hope that would twist a little more, but we'll just leave it like that because I don't want it to tear. All right, so there is that. Now we're going to take our sentiment real quick, and we are going to... Oh, thank you, Autumn. We're going to put our dimensionals on the back of this. We're going to try this with just 2. And hopefully I don't regret that. But we're going to try this with 2. All right, we're going to lift this up. This is going to go under, but over the top of the flower. And so you just kind of putting it in here just a little bit. See, that's over a little too far, but it'll be okay. All right, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to let it go. All right, we're going to take our Secret Sea ribbon. I don't know about you, but I go through Secret Sea ribbon like crazy. I do so much with Secret Sea. Now I don't even know what I did with Secret Sea. I am losing it. There it is. All right, so for this one, what we're going to do is just take our ribbon and wrap it around, and you're going to just tie a knot. So just like this, and you're going to pull it and tie a knot. Now that is too long, so we're going to have to cut it down. So let's see, about right there, and about right there. All right. Now, we will put our glue dots on the back. And this is going to go at the end of our stem. Okay. Let's do our embellishment, guys. And that will be a wrap for our free with the purchase class. And then I'll go into details how you can get these cards for free. Won't be able to do any of the stamping, but I do all the pre-cutting, all the embossing, any of that. Now the flowers I will not be able to pre-cut, but I will give you a piece of cardstock that you can do your own with. All right, now, so wrap this up real quick. This I bet would look gorgeous with some Wink of Stella. So let's try it. Oh, I love that. I'll hold it up so you can see it. And this that I'm using is Wink of Stella. It is a glitter pen, basically. Okay, so this is without. And then this one is with. So I don't know. Hopefully you can see it sparkling. Hopefully. I think there it goes. You can see it there. Yeah, and then this one don't. All right, guys, that is our card. Oh, we got to do the inside. No, we don't do it inside. No, never mind. I didn't need to cut the inside because it's basic white cardstock, so we don't need the inside. Okay, so let's pull back out our cards again tonight. These two here, I actually like this one better. But you tell me which one you like, the bigger circle or the smaller circle. I'm going to show the smaller circle because that's the one I like. Okay, and then we're going to do our second card here. And then our first card is here. All right, so let's zoom out so you can see all of the projects that we have done tonight. Now, this is a free with the purchase class. So if you place a minimum of a $45 order between now and January the 3rd, you will get all the supplies to make these 4 cards for free. That is, like I said, that is a free with the purchase class. Okay. And then, you will get these for free with a minimum of a $45 order by January the 3rd. These 4 cards are free. All right. Then, lastly, I wanted to say, the bundles that I used tonight is the Gallery Blooms, Beautiful Motifs, and the Faith Collection. Here it is. Faith Collection are the 3 that we used tonight. You like 2 and 4, Debbie? Yes. Very pretty, very easy to do. This designer paper, I have so much of it, but I can share with you just a little bit of this because I don't want to get too lengthy here. But this paper, it is 6x6 and it is double-sided paper, but I'm going to just share just a few sheets with you. But this is here, and then you've got that side. Let me take out some of the duplicates. And then you have this. So these are the back sides of the actual design. So I'll turn them over in a second. My pack's a mess. There is that one. All right. And then here is this. And then we use this tonight. And then you've got map on the back side of that one. And then you got these flowers. This paper is just gorgeous. And you could do so much with it. All right, now I'm getting duplication here. That's why I said I've got multiple packs in mine. Here is one of the pieces. All right, so then I'm going to share the back side with you. Just so you can see it. That was one of the papers that we used. That there reminds me of the old-timey school days, walking to school. Then you have that. Okay, so this gives you an idea of the cards here. We have that side. All right. So this is called Gallery. What was this designer paper called? Gallery something. What did I say earlier? I did a class a long time ago on this. Is why I've got multiples of sheets here. But it's called Beautiful Gallery 6x6 Designer Series paper. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. Remember, this was a free with the purchase class. Autumn. It is called Beautiful Gallery 6x6 designer paper. Okay, so if you just go into the website and put in the search button gallery, beautiful gallery, it'll pop up the paper. Okay, so that is it. Remember, be back live tomorrow at 7 p.m. for Craft Along. For those that got the Craft Along kit, make sure you have everything semi-pre-cut. I will double check the PDF to find out why it did not go out, but that will be in the morning. I will make sure I do that first thing in the morning to make sure you guys have time to get everything ready to go. But I'll be back live tomorrow at 7. If you did not get the kit, please still come watch us. We would love for you to come and join us and just watch the projects, okay? And if you like the video tonight, if you will click the share button, like button, or follow my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, as that helps me grow as well. All right, guys, thank y'all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. And you are more than welcome, Autumn. Thank you.